Clayton Sitch. I currently serve on the Friedenberg Town Board and have for 10 years. Worked hard there, done a lot of stuff. Maybe this is the last thing I'll do is work on this, but nevertheless, it is a problem. I live at 4955 Vista Bay Drive, and I'm here to address the gravel pit problem that we have. You know, they've spent many years hauling a lot of Friedenberg to downtown Duluth. And I'm sure this little 19-acre spot is not going to be the thing that's going to change the earth, but it does change a neighborhood. The neighborhood needs the protection. The one thing that I've seen that the county board has done very well is they have, in essence, worked as overdraft protection for the LTI company. They have allowed them to overdig and not be inspected. So you are overdraft protection. When I was a young man, there was a St. Louis County Federal Savings and Loan was a bank in Duluth. And they eventually went out of business because they got in the wrong business. They used to lend on houses, but eventually they decided they wanted to do something else. Maybe this is not reminiscent of what's going on here, but you are overdraft protection. That's what you do. You're allowing one company to operate lawlessly within our town, while the others have to pay the penalty. And I have become quite friendly now, since the other operators have realized what my county commissioner, the other round guy in this room, has done. It's unfortunate that this has to come to me coming to all of these meetings. I just turned, on the 20th, I turned 76 years old, okay? I don't work, I'm retired, I live a very good life. But I come here because I love my township. I know that the commissioner does not love my township. He loves gravel pits. I don't think he has done one thing to talk to any of the residents. He has only talked to the industry.
Mr. Chair.
And I find it...
I'm going to ask that comments are addressed to this board. And this, they've been around this long enough to know the rules. They continually violate, Mr. Chair.
I feel so sorry for Mr. Nelson that I've addressed you in these comments. Anyway, so you as a collective board and the government here have allowed this to happen and will continue. It must be a wonderful conversation that you have to say that we are going to not inspect 2 gravel pits, but we're going to inspect everybody else. How did that conversation go? Were any of you part of it? We're going to say we inspected it. We have one parcel code number on each one, but we didn't walk any further. We didn't go farther into that, but we could see everything that was being a problem. But we don't have any paperwork. I question your authority when you decide that you don't want to have paperwork. I'm sure Mr. Nelson at the end of this day will have a comment to make, but I appreciate it. And I do apologize for mentioning your name again in vain. Thank you.
All right, is there anyone else that would like to speak to the board on items not on the agenda?
I have a point of clarification just for future speakers. I understand that the public can't just address specifically, I'm talking to Commissioner Grimm, but votes that I make and things that I say are on the record and are on the record for each of us. So I don't believe the intent of our rule here has or has ever been that the public cannot state facts about what happens on a commission or, actions that were taken by a specific commissioner. That would seem to cross the line to me. So I just want to make that clarification.
Is there anyone else that would like to speak? Please.